bit on the side. We've got more Welsh guests on tonight's show than you'd find at the Welshman of the Year Awards. I can promise you that. Now, did you know there are over 8 million sheep in Wales? Did my panel know that? No?
Exciting.
Well, that equates to 1 sheep per exclusive clip we've had on this series. So here's exclusive clip 8,000,001.
I said, you know, at first I knew Mike liked her, but I knew that, she told me, she's like, hey, I have a boyfriend that's not going anywhere, and therefore we have 3 rooms to talk in. We have nothing to do, and I don't really care anymore. I'm going to talk to her. I enjoy talking to her. I'm attracted to her. She's taken, and it's not going anywhere. And for anybody to get upset by it is just insane. Like, at times I'm embarrassed to be a guy because the girl flirts. Therefore, she's got to hook up with the guy?
Yeah.
I was like,
that's what I said.
What kind of world do we live in where, because she flirts, it means that she's got to hook up? And if she doesn't, like...
Prick tease. The difference for me is when Danica's close to Mike, you never made one snidey comment. Not one. I never heard one. But that night when you were chained together on the bed, he couldn't help himself. And I thought if they were true friends, they would go, do you know what? You made a tit of yourself then, bro.
Well, I told Harvey yesterday, I said, Harvey, do you honestly think that if Mike knew I liked her, that he'd back off?
Yeah. No.
Would he?
No.
Of course he wouldn't. So tomorrow sees the first double eviction of the series, but who will survive? Colleen, Danica or Samantha? They may have been there for 16 days, but how much do we really know about them? Here's some things they revealed to us before going in.
Are you rolling?
The most extravagant thing I've ever bought is...
The most extravagant thing I've ever bought is
a horse called Roshka. This necklace.
A classic car on eBay while they're a little bit tiddly.
The most embarrassing moment of my career was...
Gosh.
Was probably a show being labelled as Sex, Lies and Rinsing Guys.
Was when I finally got to meet Take That, dressed as a tomato.
The most famous person in my phone book is...
Most famous person in my phone book?
Brian May.
Leo from the streets.
I'm not telling.
The person I'm most...
The person I'm most mistaken for is...
Who would you mistake me for? Be careful now.
Rachel Stevens.
Actually, no one.
Heather Small.
So, Glyn, did you expect to see 3 housemates up this week?
Well, I think Sam should go anyway because she's quite boring. I wish there was more boring housemates with her. Like, I would have liked Martin to be with her, and like some Harvey and the lads. I want them to go as well.
Do you think that's quite tough competition then?
I know, I'm gutted Danica's up. And even though nobody likes her, I think she's been a great housemate. She reminds me of the twins.
I think she's got quite a good following.
Yeah.
She's been saved.
But I think she reminds me of the twins from last year. Like, nobody liked them, but they were compelling viewing. Like, I'd like Danica to go to the final and maybe come 5th or something like that.
She's created some good stories, hasn't she?
And without her, it's going to be a boring show.
Why do you think these 3 are up?
Well, I think Danica's up simply because of her flirting. Nobody likes it. Colleen, people haven't just seen enough of her, I think. I think they've all got her wrong. And then Samantha, she's just sat on the fence. That's why she's up. I mean, she's just there, isn't she?
She's not really bonded with any particular group, has she? Maggot, who would you like to see go?
I would like to see probably Samantha, because she's quite boring and bland, as we said, and Colleen, because she just moans and she wins, and, you know, who wants to put up with that all day?
There's loads of, like, yummy noises coming from the audience. Nom, nom. Who would you guys like... Who would you have put up, actually? Who would you have seen up this...
Julie.
You'd have seen Julie up?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, because she's just so sneaky. She's just so sneaky.
But has she been a good character? Don't you have to say that?
I think Julie has been a very good character in the house. I think, all right, she may be sneaky and all that, but she makes good TV.
It does. That's the kind of... I guess that's the balance you have to find, isn't it?
Colleen saying more about her, and I'd like Colleen to stay in
I'd like
so
to
she
see
can...
Colleen happy.
OK, well...
Colleen knows. She realises.
Colleen's actually said that she thinks that she could finish 7th. Do we think that she could last that long, Imogen?
I think she could. I think she could get to the final, Colleen. I think she's got a lot of followers out there. Yeah, she's quite popular.
Could she win it?
No, I don't think she's gonna. She's not strong enough to win it. Okay. I think someone like Martin would win it.
All right. Well, let's move on to Sam, another one of our nominees. She says she's as straight as they come and tells it like it is. Maggot, have we had enough of her telling it like it is?
She hasn't told it anything like She hasn't said anything like what it is.
I thought you might say that.
And that's what she should be doing. It's saying what it is all about.
So has she been too reserved? You just
She's been too reserved, and she's a pale personality. You won't get anything out of her. No. It's bloody fly in her.
Before going in, there are lots of flies. Before going in, she rated herself 9 out of 10 for ruthlessness. Has she even been a little bit ruthless, do you think?
Not at all. No. I mean, I don't think I've seen one bit so far, and I mean...
Would you like to see it being more so?
Well, yeah, but no, it's just fake. I don't want to see it, like, 9 days in or something like that.
If that's her.
Like, yeah, like, she's just saying it just to get on the show.
I've seen a personality, and that's it, isn't it?
So is it not the person maybe you expected from
Well, I didn't really know what she would be like. I've never seen her about before, except for when she came up saying that she was beautiful. So I didn't even know what kind of personality she had. So I was kind of a bit like, well, what's she going to be like?
Glyn, she was obviously survived last night. Yeah. Can she survive again tomorrow?
No, she'll be first out tomorrow, no question about it. I think it's going to be so close between Colleen and Danica. Colleen, because she's actually a nice woman. Danica, because she's great entertainment. Sam is just going to just fall out. She's going to be a victim. Nobody will care.
OK, let's actually talk about Danica finally. She rated herself a 9 out of 10 for honesty. Do you think she's been true to herself, Imogen?
Absolutely not. I mean, but then again, like, I think you look at her website and you see what's on there, and she is playing a game in here, and the way she's been in there, maybe that's how she is in the outside world. I mean, I don't want to judge, but from what I've seen so far, I don't like.
Yeah. I mean, flirting is maybe being true to herself. Maybe that is just her.
Maybe that is her, yeah, but not a lot of people will warm to someone like that. That's the problem.
This is true. Maggot, how has her relationship with the prince and, of course, with the situation, how has that kind of affected her time in there?
Well, it's made her the centrepiece of the show sort of thing, because she's been involved in so many storylines, and the attention has gone to her all the time. And it's unfortunate, because then that sort of other people haven't got the limelight. So it's a bit of a shame.
It could have gone either way, though, because obviously that's made her unpopular for being such a flirt. But if she hadn't have got in those relationships, perhaps she would have been kind of cast off as one of the more... Yeah, so maybe that's...
So she's done herself favours in a way, but, you know, she hasn't really done herself many favours.
No. Has she taken her rinsing, as everyone keeps saying, her rinsing of the boys too far?
Yeah, well, I mean... I want to see what else is going to happen. I mean, already she's bending down all... I don't know, she's pulling out all these shapes. I just don't know what to say.
They're grown boys, isn't it just a bit of fun?
It won't be long till she's after Martin.
The boys... The thing is, like, the boys just want fun, but I find it so fascinating how she's got a boyfriend on the outside world. I wonder if he's going to be there for her when she comes out, because I wouldn't be.
I don't actually think she's got a boyfriend.
The boyfriend's very vague, isn't it?
It's very vague, yeah.
So really quickly, who would you like to go, Glyn?
Oh, Sam, definitely, and Colleen.
Imogen?
Sorry.
I would say probably Danica and Sam.
Maggot?
Samantha and the Nolan.
Thank you very much.
The gnome is here, look.
Guys, who do we think will be the last girl standing?
Julie Goodyear. Julie Goodyear will be the last one standing, because she stirs the shite all up.
But who out of our girls that might leave tomorrow, who will be our last girl standing?
Oh, I hope Colleen stays, because she's actually a nice woman.
How about you guys? Oh, I can't interview you because you don't have a mouth. What do you guys think?
Oh, I'm hoping Danica stays.
There's actually quite a lot of love for Danica. There's like quite a 50-50, isn't it? Are you Danica fans down here?
Danica needs to stay. I think now that people are catching on to Julie, they know she's a snake. I think people are going to look at the public, hopefully look at Colleen and think, yeah, we want her over Julie, because it's clear that Julie, as I said, is a snake. I think Colleen's going to be on top.
The side audiences don't mince their words, do they? Thanks, guys. Snake. Well, that's it for part 3. Coming up after the break, Glyn and Maggot will be giving us all the latest goss from the house, in Welsh, of course. Plus, we'll have a very special performance from a certain Bonnie Tyler.